What is up, everybody? We are back today. We're going to do some total points. We're doing some drafters. I was hoping Underdog would drop some more contests. They did not. I don't really feel like a BBM or anything today, so we're just going to troll around on the $3 streets. Welcome, Steve. Welcome, No Cap. Welcome, Zero. Thanks for everybody for coming out. I'll wait till that lobby filled, so we will enter the fresh lobby. This is a drafters. If you are not signed up with drafters, you can go to drafters, use promo code WHO for a 100% deposit match for up to $100. We have a fresh lobby. These take a little bit to fill, usually 5 to 10 minutes. So we can just sit around and chat for a minute. The benefit of the fresh room is that everybody that wants to join can join. So one thing about drafters that Underdog doesn't have is you got this little blue light here that shows you how close the draft is to being filled up. So there's 2 of 12 right now in this. And then if you click it, it doesn't tell you. Oh, yeah, there it is. It tells you where the slow is and the fast. So you know exactly how long you got to, like, how close you are to opening up a new room and all that. Yeah, I assume you're talking about them not dropping a contest. I agree. Like, I know that they're in this habit of only opening contests on Wednesdays and Thursdays, or it's felt like that because it's usually like a day or two before I go to work. So, yeah, that's all good. It's a $3 drafters. To be honest, I'm not that worried about it. I do these mainly to pass time. I've done 19 of these so far. Earlier today, I had a really fun start that I'm not sure if I landed. I didn't take a running back till round 7 or till round 6 because I just kept getting values. I got Puka at 9, Brian Thomas at 16, Harrison at 33, Evans at 40, and then all the running backs. If you go to look at the room, where is that? I believe you can look at the room from here. There it is. So I was here, and Kenneth Walker and James Cook. Kenneth Walker went at 41. James Cook went. Hampton went. Kamara went. Chuba went. And Mixon had all went by the time I picked here with Calvin Ridley on the board. DeAndre Swift went at 60. So, like, I was definitely fighting upstream for running back points. But I think I came back. Team was Drake May, Trevor Lawrence, Cam Ward. That's fine. Travion, Quinshawn, Pacheco, Dowdle, Sanders, Taj, Brooks. And then just an incredible wide receiver room. Had to go 7 because I have 8 or 3 bye week 8s to start. But Puka, Brian Thomas, Harrison, Evans, Ridley, Shaheed, and then McLeod and Franklin to round it out. And then 3 dudes, 1 major upside guy. We are still waiting on 5. Waiting on 5. I'll hop in and do your 5th drafters draft. I like to do them like it's a little more casual to me. It's total points. It's a lot more player takesies, right? Like, to me, I feel like total points is more like player takes. Yeah, you probably want to get more RB help early because it is total points and running backs do score more points on average than wide receivers. And, like, if you look at this is points per game. Last year, you had Saquon at 20, and all the way down to Joe Mixon had that is not sorted correct. Okay, that looks better. All the way down to A Chain, which is 11, had 15.3 or more. So getting the better running backs is really nice. Then you sort by the same way here at wide receiver, and there was only 6 wide receivers that had 15 plus points. Now, and wide receiver is deeper at those getting 10 plus. There are 40 wide receivers that got 10 plus points, and there was only 30 running backs. So it does actually pay to have a little bit heavier of a running back start, in my opinion. Yeah. I didn't have it sorted correctly. That's why. But yeah, and to be honest, there's 20 that had 13 plus points at running back. And you go to 13 plus, and it kind of evens out a little bit, but running back still is higher in the point total there. So, although I do like the 0 RB and the wide receivers early, I do understand that in drafters specifically and total points, it probably makes more sense to at least go with uh, at minimum, I think you want a hero RB. I think you need to attack all wide receiver and running back at least by round 4. Now I'm going to mix some 0 RB and some hero RB or some robust in because you never know what's going to win. But most likely, in my opinion, it'll be the other way. We got Steve at the 101. Of course, it's one of my streams. Steve locked in. We got BMAC. We got 0 at the 4. We have AP right here at this 63. AP has done 63 of these already. We got no cap at the 10. I do not think AP is here. I know him from elsewhere. I don't think he's in my streams, though. And Dr. Gableman, I know him as well. I wonder if this is another stream going on. But it's all good. This is your first of the second minis. Nice. And that's something else about drafters. You can actually see how many they've done. And let me edit this real quick. There. Does that look better? I assume that looks better. So we got. Yeah, I knew AP from before. Hey, what's up? Thank you, sir. We're doing good, AP. I seen you there. I figured you just randomly went in. I was shocked somebody already had 63 of these. That is a lot. I feel like I've done a lot at 20. You have 63. Yeah, I've only done a couple of the $20 ones. I did a bunch of the $2 ones. I did 80 of those. I'll probably do 80 to 90 of these. I mostly have this many right now because underdogs contests aren't available. I like the drafter stuff, and I really like the layout and the setup of drafters. Mainly do slows for drafters. Did well over 100 for the first mini. Nice. Yeah, I did a bunch of the pre-draft best ball over here as well. But yeah, I think the RB. I need to change my rankings a little bit. I kind of feel like so. I'm pretty comfortable still on drafters, especially having Saquon at 7. That's just me. I'll mix them in here and there at 6, but I don't I'm not that worried about it. Just got home, hopped in. I've been messing around with these, and I'm still deciding if I'll max the $20. Nice. Yeah, I haven't decided if I want. I'm definitely not going to max the $20 this year. I think them raising the price point is a pretty negative thing overall. We'll take a random CMC share here. I was talking about how you kind of want the number one point scorer overall. This format, 100%, you want the absolute league winner in points. So, yeah, I've definitely been over in underdog a lot. You say you just got home. I stream every Monday through Thursday at 4 p.m. Central. So if you are around, I don't know if I think you do some underdog too. So yeah, I remember you from all the drafts we did last year. And I know Dr. Gableman as well. I've seen him. He's in a lot of drafts. This is his first one, though. He's actually really good. Underdog, yeah, that is true. Too busy fighting in court. We'll get a CD or a Christian McCaffrey, Lad McConkey start. I really like Lad for this contest. And I've moved Rashee Rice in my rankings, as you see, way up because it's the new time box. So with the new time box, you don't have to worry about anything. And if you're a believer in him, you should have him up in this area around Bowers, Ladd, Brown, Higgins, London. I think it's defensible to take Rashee anywhere from 13 all the way to 25 to have him rated in any of those areas. So I just kind of put him right in the middle. Yeah, and they may be scared about that too. They'll definitely drop more stuff, but they could absolutely be scared about that not working out. And I don't know if that stuff affects drafters at all. I'm not sure. So let's see what Steve's doing. He's got Jamar Chase, Devontae Adams, Josh Jacobs. So some things to note on drafters versus underdog. Devontae Adams ADP is 5 picks higher on drafters, and Trey McBride generally falls to the middle of this round. There's a 50-50 chance that I get him back here if I want him. And an underdog, he's starting to fall a little bit into the third, but not to the back end of the third. Hey, I appreciate the help. Anybody who shows up, I appreciate for sure. This is pretty aggressive for the elite quarterbacks. They usually don't go that high over here. Yep. Yeah, I do agree. I agree that McBride is a great pick. This has to be a pretty unique start. McCaffrey, Ladd, and Trey McBride. And I can just shut down tight end for the most part. Me and Steve both got our hero. Who are your heroes? Jonathan Taylor? Who's that a picture of, Zero? Is that Darren McFadden by chance? I can't. Is that number 28? Or is that Josh Jacobs? Okay. Yeah. I thought it said 20 at first, but whenever I looked closer, it looked like 28. And I think McFadden was 20. So I was at the Chiefs Raiders game where McFadden had the 200-yard game. Like his best game of his career, McFadden's. I was I was his good luck charm, is what we're saying. I mean, I said all of them last year. This year, I don't want to say it again, but Terry McLaurin. We'll just go ahead and do that. We'll take the value. To be honest, I'm heads up Jaden Daniels over Terry McLaurin, but so we drafted an offensive lineman who wasn't he would have been a top 10 pick if everybody thought he was healthy. We weren't sure. We got him at pick 31. It was a torn patella tendon, and he's actually ready for training camp, and people weren't sure if he was going to be able to play until like mid-season. And if he was fully healthy, he probably would have been a top 10 pick, like almost for sure. So that is the one thing we absolutely need is that left tackle. If he is healthy and supposedly the patella tendon injury is bad for offensive linemen in the way that like some of them recover fine and some of them don't. So you don't know until they start playing again. I need this year's Carson Steele. Well, last year's Carson Steele didn't work out very well. Yeah, Kamara is a little too cheap in this full PPR. So I have him rated quite a bit ahead of where like 5 or 6 spots ahead of ADP because I really like him for this. What's up, Bayou? Thank you for stopping in. Are you still doing Thursday morning streams? I've been working on Thursday some. I haven't been able to make it. We'll just keep drafting off at the top of the queue. We'll just auto draft this one. We got Devonta Smith back all the way to 56. We have CMC, Ladd, Terry, Devonta Smith, Trey McBride. I've went over a bunch of the Chiefs a lot this year, but I'm all in on Rashee Rice being healthy and being the target earner. He is expensive now. Worthy has, I think if Josh Simmons, the offensive lineman, is actually healthy and Mahomes has time to throw, I think all 3 pass catchers and maybe even Kelsey can outperform their ADPs. So I'm not going to be incredibly overweight all of them, but at this point I'm actually more overweight than I thought I would be on all of them. So maybe I'm just a homer. Joe Mixon is such a good pick. So I've got all this value already at wide receiver. I think I can afford to take the Jordan Addison. So I'm going to go ahead. He's going to be suspended early in the season. I think I can afford that. He's definitely not going to come back. But having Ladd, Terry, and Devonta, I think I can afford that. I don't know if that's the sharpest move. He's probably going to drop later in the contest once the suspension is announced. Okay. Nice. I know you were looking at gaming and stuff as well. We do not say that. That is not allowed, sir. So this right here is the reason, the KC Bengals rivalry isn't why I dislike the Bengals. It's this comment right here. And I think Bayou will probably back me up. And maybe I'm wrong. it's so I think that is the dumbest chant in all the sports. Like, because the Saints, they started the Who Dat, and like the next season, the Bengals fans just decided that this was their chant, which is like the most generic thing you could possibly do. So, as a fan base, I started to dislike them. That's like, and then the Chiefs started beefing with them. And maybe I'm wrong, but that in my mind, that's how that worked out. Because the Who Day or the Who Dat started with the Drew Brees Saints, and then it was like shortly after that that the Who, and maybe it's just that both of them were doing it, and it just got popular then because the internet makes everything popular, but or noticeable. Yeah, yeah, like that right there, like the fact that, and they act like it's the best saying ever, and they talk about it all like they're always out there screaming it. Like it drives me nuts because to me it's not innovative at all, and it was stolen. So it's just a little beef that I had. Like that's the reason I actually was down on the Bengals before that. Uh, so I know it's a minor thing, but minor things get to me more than big things. uh, but and like the individual players on the Saints, yeah, exactly. The Who crew is a lot better, but that like I don't that set me off on a little tangent there. Um, but I definitely like I don't know like the Who Dat Saints like that's fine like that was new, it was original, it's whatever. Like directly after that, the Who Day chant started, or that's whenever I started hearing it at least. So, and like I said, I could just have not noticed it beforehand as well. Like that is very possible. All right. I would love for Pacheco to get back here, but Tom did not want the Pacheco to Mahomes stack. So I really like this start. We got Ladd, Terry, Devonta Smith, Jordan Addison. I will need to make sure I get some depth at wide receiver because of the Addison pick. Make sure I because Devonta Smith is absolutely a spike week guy. So he could not do a whole lot the first couple weeks. So I definitely need a wide receiver over the next couple rounds. And that wide receivers definitely kind of dry up at about pick 115, 120. So one of these next two picks should be that. Another one probably going to be a quarterback. Okay. Yeah, I don't like I'm not positive on the timeline, and like I've never really looked into it because I didn't care that much. Um but you also hear the Who Day way more often than the Who Dat. So or I do. Maybe it's because the Saints are never in primetime games. Maybe that's why, because the Bengals are a fun team to watch, and the Saints, since Drew Brees has left, they've not been that good. So maybe it's just like recency bias on those statements or whatever. But I don't know. I I don't let it affect me drafting the Bengals though. I hear the Who Hames more than either of them currently. Eventually, that will be the one all of them are doing. Just stadiums full. No, absolutely. Rooting me on to draft Quinshawn Judkins at pick 80. Just all the sickos everywhere. Now, this Kyler slide is fantastic. I cannot. Come on, AP. Oh, he had Harrison. That's right. He had Harrison. So, no, that was a good push. We will take. We'll go ahead and take. No. I get it. For a split second, I forgot that you were the one that got Harrison. No, like it was the right call. So quarterbacks do randomly go a lot earlier than usual. I kind of want to take. This room looks like they're going to let the quarterbacks go, though. So I'll probably not take my quarterback with the next pick. I don't know. I need two still. I should definitely take one. I mean, yeah, I'm assuming, yeah, you got Garrett Wilson. It's all good, man. Yeah, we will definitely be pulling up JJ or Justin Herbert. Since I have a double stack here, I have Ladd McConkey and Trey Harris. We will go ahead and lock that in, assuming this guy doesn't. The quarterback run started at Kyler Murray. I was hoping for the Burrow fall after the Higgins drafter passed on him. I missed that. I just assumed that was the Higgins drafter. It was not. Men say ball. Got you good. Look at it. Got you good. Yeah, the quarterback market is very wild right now. And it's not just on drafters, it's also on Underdog, and it's also on DraftKings. I don't do a lot on DraftKings, but man, like the quarterback, like you have to bring up your quarterbacks. I am a Scattaboo guy. I am a heavy Scattaboo over Tracy guy. I just think that the goal line work is almost for sure going to be Scattaboo's. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you followed the Coach Speak Index, but I listen to them a lot, and like whenever he was drafted, they were talking about like improving goal line work and stuff, and like. But the thing is, the scary thing for Tracy is Scattaboo is also an elite wide receiver, right? So that's Tracy's thing. But Scattaboo was running legit wide receiver routes last year, downfield, catching balls. So J.J. McCarthy goes to the Hawkinson drafter. What do we want to do here? Kind of want to take we're going to go ahead and take Tajay Spears. First Higgins and now Dobbins. What are we talking? Oh, yeah. Yeah, this will be a sharper pod. So I don't mind being in sharper pods sometimes because, like, you can at least get your quarterback stacks. And that's why I pulled Justin Herbert up 15 picks. Like, the difference between Scattaboo and Spears, like, I love Scattaboo, but the difference between them isn't worth me losing my double stack quarterback. Yeah, I've done a lot. I've done a lot of the $2 ones. So what's up, Chad? And by the way, everybody, tomorrow, this man right here, Chad Candles, will be on this channel with me. We will be drafting most likely a BBM, and then we will draft whatever else after if he could stay. If you do not subscribe to him, he does shows in the morning. We're just going to lock up that position. Let's look at what the. Yeah, like I said, Dr. Gableman is a very sharp drafter. Yeah, like I've drafted with them a bunch, and they are a very sharp drafter. But yeah, we will. Chad will be on. His channel is Chad Candles. He goes live usually in Central Time around 7:30 a.m. Central Time. So if you're up that early in the morning, he's always a good listen. We gotta go through my team real quick. I got Justin Herbert. I guess I could just. I forgot you can click the usernames, by the way, up here, and it'll bring up their squads. I always forget about that. We got a 1-4-5-2 at the moment. We got Justin Herbert, CMC, Quinshon Judkins, Pacheco, Tajay, Lad McConkey, Terry McLaurin, Devonta Smith, Jordan Addison, Trey Harris, Trey McBride, and Colston Loveland. Nice. What are you cooking? I still have to cook when the stream's over. I haven't decided. I've been cooking every single meal for the last couple weeks. I'm thinking about actually just going out and not cooking tonight. I think I deserve it. Turkey burgers for the family. Nice. Are you grilling them? I assume you got the grill fired up. I will. Yeah, we will take Cam Ward. That's why I took the Tajay Spears earlier to set up the Cam Ward, and it allows me to take a couple shots at the wide receivers in the last rounds as well. The stovetop. Oh, yeah. Storms will do that to you. Hey, we got 20 watching. We have 12 likes. If you're watching and you do enjoy, please smash the like for me. And if you don't enjoy, just type in a nasty comment and make fun of me or something. Did you have Ridley? Oh, you did have Ridley. No, I actually set that up intentionally a couple rounds ago. And then I'm probably just taking a naked quarterback as this next one, possibly. I don't know. I don't think Herbert and Cam Ward is enough at QB. It is wild that Quentin Johnston is still here, though. Where does Gino? Gino goes there. I'm going to end up doing the same thing I do a lot of the times in these drafts. So I don't take very much Wan'Dale Robinson, but a team that has Jordan Addison on it, I think taking Wan'Dale makes some sense to make sure. Like, it has Addison and Trey Harris, who probably both won't do a whole lot in the first few weeks. So Wan'Dale, to me, makes a lot of sense in full PPR to help supplement those first 3 weeks on points, because you can get far enough behind in this that you don't have a chance at first after the first 3 weeks. So I want to make sure that I supplement those weeks enough, because I think on average, at least for the main last year, I think it was 163 points you needed to average every week to get first. I had a team that averaged 155-ish, I think it was. I got like 150th. I didn't do good overall, but I had one team, one of my very few Saquon teams, that actually smashed it. What's up, David Russell? Mr. Hames, here's a who. If anyone has a nasty comment to post about it, I like to invite everyone. Yeah, I mean, I probably deserve a nasty comment for the Who Day chant thing, but I'm not much for a lot of the chants anyway in the leagues. So in any sport, so there is that. Russell Wilson already, huh? I'll take the discount on Jack Besh, I guess. Yeah. No, like we're talking fantasy football, and it's a lot of like player takes and stuff. Like I'm gonna say a lot of stuff that's wrong, and I won't know it's wrong until later. So I'm gonna act like I'm right until I'm proven wrong. You know. Got sniped on Darnold, but Gino is the better quarterback. Yeah. I was actually going to take Russell Wilson at like 185 to pull him up, but apparently I end up taking Tyler Shuck in these drafts on drafters all the time. Like it just happens to where I just never get my quarterbacks, and Daniel Jones is already gone, and Russell Wilson, and no, it absolutely is. I agree. I agree it's fair, but I was hoping to get him back. Part of the reason I took Wandale was because I get so much Tyler Shuck, I wanted to have one that wasn't Tyler Shuck. We'll go ahead and smash Daniel Jones here. Get a third quarterback. Since we didn't get one till Justin Herbert, we will go ahead and do that. Lock up some points. Yeah, like Gino has like zero risk of losing his job, right? And in total points, I like what Steve done there with Sam Darnold and Aaron Rodgers. Pat Bryant at 145. Are you in on Pat Bryant at that level now, Steve? I don't even take him that high. I have a hard time taking Pat Bryant over Besh. I think I'm going to lean towards Bryant now because that's just where his ADP. I like him just as I like Besh more as a prospect. So, and I've been the Pat Bryant guy. Yeah. No, Darnold and Rodgers are both very easy to backstack, just like Daniel Jones. They have two wide receivers, Chad, and then they have two guys who just run gadget plays. The only two receivers they have is Pat Bryant and Cortland Sutton. And yes, I said that order right. And they have two gadget guys, and I don't count like Devon Vele. I know people like him. I'm not a fan. So we gotta definitely need to get some more RBs here. I've let it slip a little bit too much. So I'll probably end up with 7 RB. No, we got CMC. We're fine to just have like CMC carry and then have a couple upside shots here at the end. Don't want Sampson because I have Judkins on this team. So we'll take Giddens. I like Sampson as a player, but with Judkins, I don't really want to do that. Yeah, well, Franklin, to me, is also kind of a gadget play. like so Sean Payton likes big bodied wide receivers. That's why I'm so in on Pat Bryant, or what I have been. I've been way in on Pat Bryant, and I'm having a hard time clicking him where he goes anymore. Maybe I won't be the Pat Bryant guy anymore, but I've already got quite a bit of them in all the contests. So it's just, yeah. Yeah, no, I get it. Like when I get to that area, it's like you can pull. I'm tired of pulling up Thielen. I'm tired of pulling up Pat Bryant. Jack Best used to be around there, but now he's fallen a lot. Dobbs is in that area, but like he doesn't offer he's fine. Dobbs is fine, but Pat Bryant offers like the mystery box element, right? We will. Really? We'll go ahead and take Keaton Mitchell. Adonai Mitchell actually went. How dare you, no cap? I've been doing two tables, shit stuff. You don't like the idea of doubling up a backfield for cheap? Judkins Sampson's like a good way. I don't. I'm not against it, but if I can avoid it, like I have Giddens. Honestly, I have Sampson, Giddens. I have Giddens rated above him anyway. So if I just try to mix them in a little bit, and I've tended to not click Sampson that often, and it seems like every time I'm in the need for a late running back, it's a Judkins team. So I don't want to do it over and over again. Hey, what is up? I believe you are the one they call T-Bear. Revenge is sweet. I've been doing that with Jackson. No, it's not a bad thing to do, in my opinion. Does he? I didn't realize you done clips. Message me on Discord or something, or just tell me what your YouTube name is, and I will go give you a follow and start watching. I need to do I had a hard time liking Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt's tape at college. Like I thought he was great as a player, with more like a Devin Singletary, and not that Singletary's a bad player. Like it's just not a fun click for stuff like this. And I could be wrong. I was wrong on a lot of players last year. So Ray McLeod will help bring this wide receiver room together a little bit, securing some points for the first 3 weeks while Addison is suspended, assuming that it's for 3 weeks. Yeah, I was not aware that you done clips. Eckler has the most juice. I mean, I probably agree with that. I'm curious, where did you find that? I've not been in the streets as much as I usually am. This last couple days, I've been a little, not really sick, but not really feeling 100%. Yeah, Taj Brooks. I really like Taj Brooks in these last rounds. So we got a 3-6-8-2. Okay. Nice. I think I can still just stop at those 2 tight ends, although 3 tight ends does secure it a little bit. Do I want to I could just tack on a 4th quarterback with Jackson Dart here. I think I'm pretty fine everywhere. So, I mean, probably maybe I just take Tyler Conklin. Either one of those would be fine. This pick, yeah, I think I think we just take the Jackson Dart share. We didn't take a quarterback till round 10, so we got a 4-6-8-2. We got Justin Herbert, Cam Ward, Daniel Jones, Jackson Dart. Running backs, CMC. Then we waited a while, took Judkins, Pacheco, Spears, and then Giddens and Mitchell. Wide receivers, Ladd, Terry McLaurin, Devonta Smith, Jordan Addison, Trey Harris, Wandale, Jack Besh, and Ray McLeod. Addison will be suspended a bit. Those two are rookies, probably start late. And then I got 2 veterans that'll have roles to help my wide receiver room along in the early part of the season. And then we got Trey McBride and Colston Loveland. I like the team. Don't love it. Definitely a good team. Not a great team. We got if anybody's in here and they would like me to review their team, let me know. And then we will queue up for another one once the lobby's fresh. Yeah, were you looking at clips from training camp? I'm just curious. Yeah, I will look at Zero's team. He's got a 3.674. He got the massive value on Jaden Daniels. We got Daniels, Fields, Gino, Jonathan Taylor, Amarian Hampton, Ramondre, Bayshall Tootin, Eckler, Emmanuel Wilson. Wide receivers, CD Lamb, Garrett Wilson, Deebo Samuel. So you got that. Like, the good thing about getting a fall on Jaden Daniels is you can take Deebo around his ADP and it feels just fine. Matthew Golden, Cooper Kupp, who I'm starting to come around on, Keon Coleman, Dante Thornton, and then Jonnu Smith, Mason Taylor, Darren Waller, Elijah Arroyo. Yeah, I like this. You're not weak anywhere. Like, maybe thin at wide receiver, but like just by volume. Like, but you had 6 of them by Keon Coleman. So like I don't think you're weak there. It just looks a little like it just looks thin because of volume. Like, I'm used to looking at 8 wide receiver rooms. But no, that's a very good team. I really like this. I like any team that's going to have Jonathan Taylor and Hampton on it, though. Like, and then Stevenson, in case Najee is eating into his time, like, makes a lot of sense. And then just some shots makes a lot of sense. And then no cap one of the sauce. I don't. Just so you know, I don't do sauce. Really, sauces. I'm really bad at it. So I stopped trying. It's bad. We got Drake May to A-Rich. Then you got Achane, Brees Hall, Pollard, Roschon, Will Shipley, Kareem Hunt. I have not clicked Kareem Hunt this season. I will not click Kareem Hunt this season. So if you want a sauce, that you might as well. I mean, you might as well have drafted Henry Ruggs, in my opinion. Malik Neighbors, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Calvin Ridley, Roma Dunze, Darnell Mooney, Kyle Williams, Demario Douglas, Adonai Mitchell, who would look a lot better on my team. I do know that. And then Malik Washington, you at least backstack the Tua, and David Njoku, Tyler Warren. No, I think this is fine. It would be a little better with Cam Ward though. Yeah, I was talking about that, and somebody shouted out. I was like, "Hey, Dr. Gableman is actually a really good drafter. I wonder if he knows that." Because like a bunch of like the Disco crew was in here as well. No, he drafted a very good team. Somebody actually pointed it out during the draft. But a 2.693, Jordan Love, Trevor Lawrence, Travion Henderson, R.J. Harvey, Tyrone Tracy, Algier, Braylon Allen, Taj Brooks. Like a little thin there, but his wide receivers are awesome. Brian Thomas, Drake London, Xavier Worthy, Jalen Waddle, Jaden Reed, Pittman, Leggett, Alec Iomanner, Tesla, Kraft, Sinnott, and Strange. So he got the number one targets with their quarterbacks, and he got the double set. I feel like if you have Jordan Love, you need 2 pass catchers. Maybe I'm wrong there, but that's just something I feel. I just don't think Jordan Love becomes one of the guys you kind of need this year unless there's 2 guys he's bringing with him. And because I don't think any of the guys are going to have like the Brian Thomas or Drake London season. No, that's what I said. I said he also has Kraft and Reed. So you do have to I think it's perfectly fine. But I think that once you take Love, you need to take somebody, even if it's just like Dontavian Wicks in the last round. I feel like you just kind of need. In my mind, I don't see him being the guy you need without 2 pass catchers. All right, so what's up, Jamie? And thank you for stopping by. Needed Wilson if Jacobs went down. Nice. Yeah, we will back out. We can wait. We'll just go ahead and enter. I'm assuming some of you are already entered in here. So we got 6 more spots. It can take a little while for those to fill. So that was a $3. I'm not going to do many of the $20 drafts on drafters this year. So I would prefer to do more puppies and stuff. So, but today we're over here on drafters. We're having a good time. And if you're new to drafters, sign up on drafters using promo code WHO, capital H, 2 little O's, for a 100% deposit match for up to $100. So we got David here at the 1. We have 0 at the 3. I got the 5. AP again at the 6. Steve at the 8. Brought at the 10. He's hiding. He's out there hiding somewhere. He's been doing triple boxing these. Yeah, I do. It is just HOO, just like this. Yeah, and it is a 100% deposit match for up to $100. And from what I've seen, that's the same promo code that other people get. So, Big Draft Energy actually set me up with that. So, shout out Big Draft Energy. If you like drafters, you should definitely follow Big Draft Energy. He does only drafters content, and he goes live in basically an hour every weekday. So if you prefer drafters content, because I don't do very much on DK, mostly underdog, but I'm mixing this in. If I thought that I could fill a Spoiled Banana Society draft, I would do one of those on stream. I was thinking about streaming mine. I think what I'm going to do is sign up for it and then just record it and then make it a recorded video, because I have some ideas and thoughts about it with how I want to attack it. And I would rather not go over that while I'm in a draft with people, because I have some things that I think I want to do. And I can, because you guys won't know what it is, but so on Spoiled Banana Society, you basically draft a position group. So you draft Kansas City wide receiver 2. So each week, whatever the number 2 wide receiver on Kansas City scored, you get those points. It's not what Worthy scored. It's whatever their second in points was. You get those points. So my goal is to attack ambiguous situations, to attack the Green Bay wide receiver room to attack like the Giants running game, stuff like that. I think that's where I'm going to go. Like, yes, like the Giants running game may not be a good example, but like the Jaguars running game, like the Colts, like the Colts wide receivers, the Jaguars running game, because we all expect it to be really good, right? But nobody has any idea who it's actually going to be. Everybody thinks they know who it's going to be, but nobody actually knows. And if we knew who the guy was for the number one role for the Liam Cohen offense, he'd probably be going around where Joe Mixon goes, right? No matter which player it was. If we had it locked in that it was that player and he was going to have like 65% snaps, I think they'd be going at least where Joe Mixon's going. So I think there are a lot of people wish casting that it's ETN. Yes, that is true. I do think that it will start the season as ETN. Yes, exactly. Like, and I haven't looked at like previous drafts to see where Jaguars running back goes on that, but I think that makes a ton of sense to do. I don't get to AJ Brown very often. I think I want an AJ Brown team. I haven't clicked him for like a week now, so I'm going to go ahead and take him. I take Ladd all the time. I'm pretty overexposed on Ladd, so giving Tampa Brent here an awesome start doesn't hurt me. Yeah, it is. AJ Brown was actually 2 years ago, and I know it's a way different situation now, but 2 years ago the drafters main, like how on Underdog it was CD Amon-Ra you had to have to win, it was actually CD AJ Brown or Amon-Ra AJ Brown, but it was AJ Brown and not CD or not one of the other ones that you needed to win that year, just because of the way that he spiked with other people. Because the spike weeks mattered more in the total points. So if you supplemented it, like the AJ Brown spikes actually won the guy the contest over. I think it was CD AJ Brown that won, and Amon was the one that wasn't on the team, but I can't fully remember. I think I took. Did you already do a SBS draft, sir? Yeah, we'll take Josh Jacobs here. We're gonna go with like almost a zero like AJ Brown as a solo wide receiver. Obviously, if Jalen Hurts makes it back to me, I'll just take him. If not, hey, you got a bully tight end build here. Good luck is all I'm going to say. Okay. Yeah, I think I would be very willing to take him over. Like, I think I'd take the Jaguars RB. So I have not loaded it up yet. Is there an 80? Do they have an ADP listed, or is it just a list of things? Yeah, I don't like the bully tight end. But with that being said, the draft I had that got 150th last year in the main, it wasn't bully tight end, but it was kind of bully tight end. George Kittle fell to the 8th, and then I took Brock Bowers, and then I added Taysom Hill on in the 11th. So, but like, it's a much different thing being an 8th, 10th, and 11th round pick than it is being a 2nd and 3rd, right? Yeah, and if you're just doing it for fun, like that's fine. Like I mixed in a single Bowers McBride into my 150 super flex because they both dropped 10 picks past ADP. And I'm not saying it was a great team, but it was a fun team. I enjoyed it, and it turned out better than I expected it to when I made the picks. So there's at least that. Okay. Yeah, I haven't looked into it much. I will definitely do that. How long did it take you to get yours filled, by the way? Yeah, that's a fair point. Bully tight end isn't about the names. Eighth, 10th round isn't bully. Yeah, yeah. I don't like the bull. Like I like elite tight end. I don't necessarily like the bully stuff overall. Especially like now for like an underdog contest, I think it's more likely to be okay. In a total points contest, I do think it's like a completely dead strategy because in a week to week thing, it could just be that they're both super hot. Like they're both the guys you needed, right? Oh wow. If it only takes that long, I will do mine on stream Thursday then. I was wondering how long it would take. Um and but I definitely want to do that. It looks fun. It'll be a different style as well. Like the whole you draft the position group thing is pretty cool. Like I don't know if I like it more. I know I don't like it more, but I do like it as a change of pace kind of thing. If you're just showing up and you're not subscribed and you like the content, please sub. We have a goal for 253 drafts or 253. You guys are tempting me. You're really tempting me. Man, I need a wide receiver here, I think. Yeah. I I feel like I need the wide receiver there. I Hampton was the fun pick though. I will agree. Hampton was the fun pick. So, okay. Yeah, I read through all that earlier today because I was planning on doing it today, but I wasn't like I said earlier, I haven't been feeling great the last couple days. So I wanted my mind to be kind of fresh when I do it because it's something new. Like a draft like this, I've done this a bunch. I can kind of go on autopilot a little bit and do it. I want to at least be able to think right. Um, Whenever I'm doing a contest for the first time. Um, are you talking about the Spoiled Banana Society draft? Let me look it up. I don't remember exactly how much. I think it was. I'm. I can't remember exactly. I don't want to give out a number, and I don't want to look it up at the moment. So we got AP in the 6 hole. We got the double elite tight end for fun. You've got the Hampton fall. You got CD Lamb and Tet. Like that's what I think it is as well. So that probably means it's right. Yeah, and they do some interesting things as well. Like basically every draft you I'll have to read it off real quick. Let me find it. So like it spins a wheel and you can get like a what they call a jackpot draft, and you basically skip the playoff pod weeks and just show up in the finals if you get the wheel spin and it spins the jackpot. So like there's some variance in it. So like that's kind of neat. Like it's definitely some randomness. So it's once you enter a draft, a slot machine will spin to determine if your draft has hit the jackpot. Hold on a second. I almost took Ricky Pearsall with the last pick, so we will absolutely take him here. All right, so once you enter a draft, a slot machine will spin to determine if your draft has hit the jackpot. Jackpot leagues will automatically advance the winner of the league to the finals, skipping the playoffs. 1% of drafts become jackpots. And then they have Hall of Fame, which is once you enter a draft, a slot machine will spin to determine if your draft has hit the Hall of Fame status. Hall of Fame leagues compete for more prizes on top of regular weekly prizes, and that's a 5% chance. And then there's and then I think it's daily. They do a spin on a wheel for a free draft on Twitter, as well. I've never entered that, but I've watched it a couple times. I don't know how you get entered. And then, so it's 10-team leagues. So it's basically 1 of 5 advance to the playoff. And then, yeah, all the information is there. I will just link the website here into my chat if anybody cares. And if it doesn't take that long to fill, I will definitely do that on stream. Because that's what I was worried about. Because like you try to do a sprint and you could be here for an hour waiting, you know. We got I'm liking this team though. We got Jahmyr Gibbs, AJ Brown with Hurts, Josh Jacobs, a little bit of a fall, and then Pickens and Dunze Pearsall. Feels really solid. Certain player would fit like these top 2 picks. Like I am 100% fine with either one. I prefer the Jordan Mason click though to the TJ Hawkinson click on this team. I have 3 really solid RBs right now. Gibbs and Jacobs are awesome. And then we believe that Jordan Mason is going to be the goal line back, a.k.a. the Vulture, right? As Crack Rock broke that news this week. The news that most of us heard 3 months ago. So, but yeah, I really Jordan Mason. I don't understand how he isn't like so for full PPR. I do understand Aaron Jones being ahead of Jordan Mason. But in the half point PPR stuff, I don't understand it. I do think that Aaron Jones should be ahead of him in this format. Let's look and see what Zero's up to. He's got Jefferson, Tyreek, Josh Allen, Metcalf, Waddle, Addison, Aaron Jones. He's that is a lot of blue. It's a bunch of blue. Do I want him? I think I just want to take one of these wide receivers. Which ones do I want? I think Shaheed's the one I want on this team. I would have been fine with taking – so, like, I will take I'm sure that AP will take Dak here, and then I'm gonna snipe JJ McCarthy. We're gonna take JJ McCarthy just to ruin Zero's sacks here. Hey, what's up, Rick? We will, if you want, after this draft, we will go over your team. Welcome to the Who Crew. Did I put in the descriptions today that about the Who Crew Discord? Did I? I don't think I actually remembered to put that in the descriptions. I did not. I have a free Discord. We talk a little bit, rate teams, stuff like that. It's not very serious in there. I am adding that to the descriptions as we speak. All right. Now that should be down there. If anybody cares and wants to, like, I have a couple channels in there. We kind of talk like there's some arguments in there about like player takes, stuff like that. People, it's a pretty good time. We get into a little bit of discussion with like eliminator strategies and stuff like that here and there. It's a pretty small Discord at the moment, but it's reasonably active. So, and everybody is invited, and there is no charge. All right. Well, luckily, JJ McCarthy is still on the board. Trey Harris is still on the board too. We're going to take Dak. I would have laughed so hard if Tampa Brent would have taken JJ. That would have been the best. Zero is going to try to push it. Watch. Yeah. Good luck, sir. I'm sure you'll get him back. But I'm liking this team though. Dak Prescott, Jalen Hurts, 3 really good running backs, 5 good wide receivers. Probably go 4 tight ends or something. Like, I like Colston Loveland a lot in this contest. So how did you find me, Rick? Did you have you been watching silently? Did you just find us today? What's the story, sir? I like to know whenever I see new people in the chat, like how they found me and all that. And I do like feedback on what I'm doing well, what I'm not doing well. The goal is to put out better content for sure. We got so let's look at what some people in the chat are doing. We got Brought here. He's got Nico, Rashid Rice, Jaden Daniels, Xavier Worthy, Chuba, Connor, Matthew Golden, Jaden Reed, Tyrone Tracy, Justin Fields, and I bet I know what that pick's going to be. Kirk over Harris and Ayuk. What do you? Oh, are you talking about that player? Yeah, that's a full PPR play for sure. Okay. I thought the name looked familiar. Let me write that down real quick. Because if I write it down, I'm more likely to remember it. I remember Dak 488 Lamb. So Rick Cruiser. And then Dak 488 Lamb. Got it. And everybody having different usernames on different sites, like, definitely makes it makes it a little bit more difficult, right? Not sure if it's right, but because I waited on my second running back handcuff with Spears. I mean, that's a fun way to do it. Like you play that CMC is the man, and then one of those three backfields matters every week. I mean, it sounds fun. Thank you for showing up, Aaron Sandy. The old Big Loaf was on Steve's channel, Fanspeak Network, earlier today. If you just need to message Big Loaf about you not being able to upload your CSVs, or like I said, message me in Discord and we can try to figure it out afterwards. Because it is a lot of fun. FK Coolers got on there earlier today, and he already been talking like, man, this is addicting. And it really is. We may do one, but tomorrow, Chad Candles is going to be on the channel. So we'll start with the BBM for sure. I don't know if we'll do a weekly winners or not. If he leaves, I'll be up for it. If he can't stay for the second draft that I do. If he doesn't leave, I'll kind of let him choose. Like that will be an option. I think weekly winners is really fun to do. So I would totally be up for it. We'll go ahead and take Dallas Goedert here. Oh, very nice. Very nice. What was your team? I mean, what was your did you have a lot of like just the winners, or did you have like, because like my really good team had DeMarcus Robinson on it, who had some wild spikes, right? Like, was there a player that like helped set you apart that other people didn't have? What build structure was it? Because I feel like a lot of the I mean, you pretty much had to have Saquon, right? Saquon and Chase. Like almost all of those top teams had Saquon and Chase. And you're cuffing your pick at 80. I think that it's fine. I kind of mentioned that earlier. Like, I didn't want to handcuff the Browns backfield, but maybe I should have. Like, and it gives you different play. Like, if you're willing to handcuff backfields, it also gives you different player combinations that other people aren't willing to do, right? So I think that that's actually a pretty smart thing to do. Is to add that to your arsenal, is to not do it all the time, but some. Are you okay? Crushed in the last week, had Barkley. Nice. You typed that in the drafters chat. You must be watching on your phone or something. So we got both of our quarterbacks stacked up with their number one, or with one of their big targets. So we got A.J. Brown and Hurts. Then we got Pickens with Prescott, and we got both of the tight ends. This is the kind of team I really like. And now I can just hammer some darts at running back. I really like my team right now. I'm glad I didn't take Hampton and I took Pickens with the way that this has worked out. Yeah, I accidentally handcuffed McCaffrey and Garendo yesterday. That doesn't feel good, but I do think if you're doing it with like the Giants, Tennessee, it does make some sense. It's very unique for me. Total bet on the Falcons, 49ers, and Titans. I think the Falcons are a team that, like, I really like betting on the Falcons for this year myself. I'm not sure how the rest of you feel, but I'm pretty about it for sure. If Garindo came back, I was considering it. So like when I done it, the reason I done it, like literally, so on it was kind of like this. Like Eckler went way up here. Everybody else like went way ahead of their ADPs. So like it just made sense to take it because I feel like at about like well, I don't agree that Marshawn Lloyd's in this tier, but I kind of feel like Garendo's the end of that tier all the way up, right? Like from like of the players that went here, like I think there's a gap between Roshan and Garendo, myself. Yeah, we're gonna tack on another wide receiver. Like so, my best team last year as well. It was Extreme Hero RB with Saquon, and I took a 8 running backs, but I took one in round 10, and then my next one wasn't until round 15, and I just took a ton of running backs, and they just happened to kind of spike with each other all the way through the season. So I do tend to like this isn't that at all. So I do think you can be thin at running, like thin at draft capital early at running back, and then just build it with volume later. I got Baker the last pick in the draft. Nice. The last pick? That is crazy. I'm ready for drafters to put out their Superflex content. When drafters puts out their Superflex content, I will be over here a lot. I will be over here doing a ton of their Superflex whenever it goes live. Right now, I'm just kind of like, I'll do minis here and there, but I'm definitely looking forward to the Superflex. I mean, I might as well just build out this Eagles offense bet, right? If I can. Like, I'm fine with either one of these players. Do I take the discount? I think I just build out the team bet a little more. We got Shipley, we got Hurts, we have Goddard, and we have AJ Brown. And this team feels really good. I generally build out Jalen Hurts teams with Devonta Smith. So I have a hard time getting to AJ Brown in the middle of the second right now. I'm not even saying that that's right. I'm just having a hard time with it. Discount on Jets RB3 is nice, but Shipley makes more sense. You mean their RB2? Are you saying the other guy? What's his name? I loved him. He was a 5th round pick last year, right? Isaiah Davis is the 2 there. Yeah. I don't know why. Like I said, I've not been feeling the best. Like my mind's been a little cloudy. So normally I would have remembered that. I remembered that he was like I think he was a 5th round pick. I remember being upset with all of my big board shares of Isaiah Davis whenever the Jets drafted him. Same thing happened this year with you all know, Mr. Martinez. Yeah, I've been doing nothing but sleep and for the last day or two. So I don't feel sick. I just feel tired. I hope it's not the old COVID. Hey, what's up, guy? Welcome. If you are not subscribed to Big Draft Energy, head over there, especially if you enjoy drafters content. He puts out content every Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. I mean, I'll take BDE. Hey, I shout out most of the people who have channels whenever they enter, or at some point. Like I forgot to shout out Hartman earlier. Hartman Fantasy Football. He's also got a channel. He will be live tonight on Chris the Candyman channel, Fantasy Football Garage. Him, JT, who was with me yesterday, and Chris the Candyman, they have a show. It started last week. It will be a weekly show. And I believe it's 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern, but I could be wrong. Yell at me if I'm wrong, Hartman. Like I want the community as a whole to do well, so I don't mind shouting anything out. And if you go to somebody's channel and you don't like it, you don't have to go back. You know, like if somebody comes to my channel and they don't like it, it's fine. Like, don't come back. It's fine. Like, I'm doing this for fun, and if you don't enjoy it, you're not required to stay. You know, so. All right, so I feel like I want another tight end. Juwan Johnson is super free. I love that pick, Juwan Johnson there. I don't know. What do we have left? I didn't take Dylan Sampson last time. We're going to take Dylan Sampson here. So, and I thank everybody for coming out today. I accidentally required to stay to ensure I get 50% of the first and fourth round picks. Yeah, you're running cold. You're only 50% today. You're only 50% on 101s. Was going to leave you, Juwan, 101. Left me Waller, but he needed Waller for his fourth tight end. I might take 4 tight ends in this room. I'm going to take one that doesn't get drafted 100% of the time, but I believe should be. I think those of you who've listened to me before know if you want to steal it. I'm fine. Like, I got Goddard and Ferguson. Like, I don't need – like, I would like another tight end, but I'm not required to have one. I just feel like I have a very solid team built here. So – and the reason to take Juwan there is to get your third quarterback, which you don't need. Like, that's one reason I would have done it. Because do I need a third quarterback with Prescott and Hurts? No, but like if I got Juwan there and Shuck was available at 221, why wouldn't I? Like the points that Tyler Shuck would get me throughout the course of a season versus Troy Franklin, you know, like I'm probably going to be better off with the third quarterback at that point, especially if I have a stacking partner. Yeah. Yeah. And the more like I do a decent job of being able to go back and forth because I do a little bit on both sides, on both sites. But if you're new and you like drafters, if you like the total point style, you can sign up on drafters using promo code H with 2 lowercase O's for 100% deposit match for up to $100. It's super nice over here. Like, I really like the layout. The total points thing, like, I'm hoping that they release something that's not just total points this year, but we will see if that works out. And Brock took the player. I figured he would since I said something. We'll go ahead and take Cole Kmet, though. Actually, Jatavian Sanders is still available. I'll take him. Hopefully, David probably wanted him. but David already had 4 tight ends. So, David, you're welcome. I stopped you from taking a 5th. You can thank me later. I'm just in here doing the Lord's work for you. You're welcome. Yeah, I will probably just take Shuck unstacked if he comes back. Like in the 19th round, I'll take a shot on one of these 3 guys. Like I'll take naked Russell Wilson. It's fine. And do I think that – so, Anthony Richardson, I'm fine with just these 2 quarterbacks. But if Richardson plays, he has a reasonable chance to outscore either one of these 2 in a single week, right? You like what? You talking about the extra quarterback in the 20th round? And if everybody was taking them, the naked Russ, yeah, the naked Russ is, I would do it. I want A-Rich, though. Do I think that A-Rich is going to play that many games? No. But I feel really good about Dak and Jalen Hurts. And if A-Rich plays 6 games, I bet he would outscore those 2 twice, because his rushing upside is really big. And since I don't have Jonathan Taylor or DJ Giddens on this team, I believe that A-Rich makes a little more sense as well. I don't like A-Rich on teams with Jonathan Taylor as much. I've done it, but this is the 19th round. Who cares, right? Because Anthony Richardson last year had a couple 28-point games. I think it was a couple. Let's look it up real quick. I know he had at least 1. We will look it up live. So week 1, man, it is not wanting to do anything fun. 28, 27, 23, 21. So he had 2 28-point or 27-point games, which probably start over the other quarterbacks that week, right? So if he plays 6 games, there's a reasonable chance that he at least gets you points over the other guys. Now, Russ has more chances overall to do it. I probably need a wide receiver with my last pick. I would like to Russell Wilson. Okay, I was going to say somebody needs to take Russell Wilson by the end of this draft. Maybe. Let's look it up. Man, look at how serious that eye black is. That man means business. He had a 27-point game and a 25-point game. Look into this man's eyes. Tell me he doesn't mean business. Okay. Got it. I will always debate in the last 2 rounds if I want a total flyer player or guys who are going to be on the field with better chances to score points. I mean, you did. Mikey Boy G did. You had a top 15 finish in the main event last year, correct? I think it's team dependent, right? It's if your team needs, if you need I just think it's team dependent. I'm not scared of Kevontae Turpin and his guns. So we'll take Kevontae Turpin there. So we ended with a 3-6-8-3. Jalen Hurts, Dak Prescott, Anthony Richardson. We got running backs, Jahmyr Gibbs, Josh Jacobs, Jordan Mason, Will Shipley, Jarquez, Dylan Sampson. And then wide receivers, A.J. Brown, George Pickens, Rome, Ricky Pearsall, Rashid Shaheed, Trey Harris, Xavier Legette, Kavontae Turpin. And then tight ends, Dallas Goedert, Jake Ferg, Jatavian Sanders. The last team I said was it was good, but not great. This team, I think, is very good. I really do like this team. It's very well built. And this is one of the good things about being in a room with a bunch of people who aren't sniping. Yeah, so Mikey Boy G, he said he was 26th in the main and 6th in the Superflex. Yeah, but you got there, man. Like, I remember I was one of the ones saying, like, because you had a lot of Saquon, correct? Like, and I was out on Saquon last year. I'm out on him again this year. Maybe I'm stupid, but we'll find out. So we will go over Rick Cruz Gambler. He's got a 2-6-8-4. Baker Mayfield, Drake May, Jonathan Taylor, Breece Hall, James Cook, Jaden Blue, Rashad White, Taj Brooks. Wide receivers. By the way, if we get one more like, I'll do a third draft at 25. Puka Nacua, Zay Flowers, Chris Godwin, Steph Diggs, Jaden Higgins, Pat Bryant. I absolutely love this wide receiver room, and this is a strong running back room as well. And then just attack it with volume. And if you're attacking with volume, why not do Kyle Pitts, right? Like, take a guy who last year was going in the 7th round, who is probably a 0, but has the chance to put up 800 yards or whatever. Like, he still put up, 600 yards or something last year? And everybody, like, yeah, he put up 600 yards and 4 touchdowns. Like, I'm not much in on him this year, but I am in on the Falcons' passing offense. And, like, you attacked 2 offenses that I like in the passing game, and then just 2 shots late. I really like this team. The only thing I would have done maybe differently is maybe tacked on the naked Russell Wilson. And especially since you had Darius Slayton. But you said you lost. Okay. Yeah, there you go. You agree. Got it. Are you? I mean, if you've been on the Pitts Hill forever, like, at least you don't have to. We are entering the next one. At least you don't have to, spend 8th round capital, right? You don't, like, because that's where I think he was going, the 5th round some, 6th round some last year. So, man, I still don't click him very often, but the pick makes sense. It really does. The problem with it is that all the other tight ends are pushed down right now. And with all the other tight ends being pushed down, like, if I can get Dallas Goedert 2 rounds before Pitts, like, I just want Dallas Goedert generally. If I can get Jake Ferguson there, same thing. Hey, thank you for stopping in, Steve. Always appreciate it. I will see you tomorrow. And, yeah, we will see you tomorrow. Still waiting on one. We are entering. Got Smarmy here at the 3. I'm not sure if they're in here. I'm in the 9. Brat's in the 8. FF Stooge here at the 10. Zero's got the 12. And time to self-promote a little bit. I will message one of you guys. At what point will you stop drafting? What do you mean? When I run out of money? Is that the right answer? Is whenever I have zero money left? I think. Or do you mean what point will I stop drafting Kyle Pitts? That's probably what you meant. Uh, but if you meant Kyle Pitts, which is probably what you meant, I don't get to him very much now. If he moved up much at all, I probably wouldn't take any of them. Like he kind of goes right in that area, right? Like I like Bretton Strange, Zach Ertz. As you see, I have all of those guys above him. So basically, all of the group that he's in, if all of them have already went, I'm interested in him. Or if I'm building out like Atlanta, I'll pull them up. Hey, Hartman's at the 10 hole. I couldn't remember what your name was on here. I know somebody told me that it was FF Stooge. And that is that your X handle too? You guys remember Ja'Cory Bell? Or it wasn't Ja'Cory. Joik. Yeah, it was Joik, wasn't it? Was he a Lion? Am I misremembering that? Was he a lineman? A lineman? Was he a lineman? Yeah. Okay. Then I do remember him. Yeah, he was like a Javid Best type, right? Another name from the past. Like Javid Best, much more explosive, but like same style of player, if I remember right. I remember him. Mikel LaShore. Yeah, Mikel LaShore was Mikel LaShore was actually from Illinois. It's just the only reason I knew anything about him. And no, I'm thinking of he was I thought LaShore was drafted. He wasn't drafted by the Lions, was he? He was drafted by the Steelers. Did he sign a second contract with LaShore? Did LaShore sign a second contract with the Lions or something? Or am I misremembering that? Oh no, it was the other. It was the other Illinois. It was Mendenhall that went to the Steelers, and LaShore. I had him and Mendenhall mixed up. That's right, and I don't think he even went to college at. I'm looking it up right now where Mikel LaShore went to. He played for the Bulldogs. Got it. Yeah. Yeah, I had it mixed up. I had him and Mendenhall mixed up for some reason. Underdog, give us a couple of days to save some money. Yeah. So I'm always drafting somewhere. Yeah, I mean, drafters is like I really like the fact that I could spend $450 and do 150 drafts. Like, and where is the information? So it's a $3 draft for $450. You can do 150 of these, and first place is still $25,000. And if you finish in the top 20, you come close to getting your money back. The price, how many? I didn't even look to see what there's like 46,000 entrants, right? We will find it real quick. So, yeah, 46,140 entrants. So another thing about drafters is up here it shows you your active drafts. So if you're multi-tabling, you can actually, and I don't do it, but you can just click right here and it just flips the board back over to the new draft. It's pretty. It's a lot more handy than the way Underdog has it set up. Pettigrew, huh? I don't know Pettigrew. Yeah, I waited a long time to make my thumbnail today because I wasn't sure if I wanted to. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do drafters or what. Pettigrew. I don't get stumped a whole lot. Brandon Pettigrew. He had a pretty solid. He had 10 points a game for 5 years. That's pretty solid. I think I just want to take Lamar here. Call it good. Drafters had they've already had a really good promo this year. So like near the end of the contest, if it's not filling, they will shoot out a bunch. They'll shoot out a ton of promos. I think it's Memorial Day weekend they did last year. There was just all kinds of promos with their main not being close to full. There may be overlay this year. There may not. Who knows? I know people expect it. I think Bestball as a whole has gotten enough bigger that the overlay hounds will just go towards it for sure. I might do something. Man, Kyron Williams is at the top of my queue. This has not happened yet, guys. We're making Gritty proud. We're doing it. We're making Gritty proud. We got Nico. We got Achan. We got Lamar. We got Jaden Daniels. Wish me luck. I'm taking 3 more quarterbacks. I plan accordingly. Setting this room on fire. That's what we're doing. You all thought I wouldn't do this. Everyone in here thought I wasn't going to do this. We did it. This is my second double elite quarterback team I've built out of like 500 drafts this year. So, not saying that it's something I'm going to do very often, but I just feel like this. I just felt that this was the time to do it. I think they both did last year, they both did last year. The sprint, I actually don't know if it will because I bet the closer it gets, the more promos they do. Higbee and Daniels not the same, brother. I wasn't even paying attention to who was there, but yeah, a snipe's a snipe, man. I do want to have like 1 or 2 of these in my portfolio for fun. So this is where I chose to do it. And I chose to do it at a time that the Terry McLaurin drafter wasn't going to get smashed. Like, that was my big thing. Like, I seen Terry McLaurin over here. Like, no way Jaden Daniels makes it back to him. So this was the time I decided to make a wild team. Yeah, I mean, Jewish McCaffrey, like once he's maxed, he probably, I guess, yeah, he's probably going to push for it even after he's maxed. Even like he would rather the contest max so he gets to do the contest next year more than take the overlay he would get because he absolutely loves the contest. I've tried to do a couple on stream and I can't get it. Like I can't get it to fill. I do think they're going to continually run promos for those though. And I want to do more sprints by the end of it than I want to do BBMs, but I'm probably going to end up with more BBMs because they just fill, you know, like he said, like I sat in a lobby one morning, like I had some chores to do around the house and I cooked breakfast. I washed the dishes. I did my laundry and an hour and a half later, the lobby filled. It's like, okay, well, I can stop doing this stuff now. And it was only 7 to fill. Like, it wasn't like I was waiting on 12. It was 7 to fill, and it took an hour and a half. So like, I think, like, I bet, like, Chris the Candyman could get one to fill. Like, the late night streamers seem to be able to get those things to fill because it feels like more people watch content later in the day. So we so today's poll, 28 votes. So we're shooting for pure upside at this point. So Travis Hunter is a wide receiver. In the vote, I'm shocked that the total points contest got more votes. 57% of the people say total points, and 43% said tournament style. I honestly expected that to be more like 75-25 in favor of tournament. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I'm going to start doing content every Sunday night at 6:45. I think I'm going to go live. I could just do 7 p.m., but 6:45 works pretty well for me, and I can go until whatever with that. So do I want Mixon? We're going to go ahead and take Mixon here. My neighbor just took Kenneth over. Yeah, like I said. Yeah. Hey, we got the 11-hole living. We have the 9-hole living. We have the 8-hole fuming because Jaden Daniels didn't fall back. We're doing the Lord's work in this room. That's what we're doing, guys. This game is still not solved. You are not wrong. But the thing about doing a Sunday night stream at 6, so I did the one on Sunday night, and I got so many more subscribers in that stream than I have on any of the other ones. Like I generally get like 1 to 2 a day. I got 7 subscribers that one night just being on in the evening. So like, and whenever I go on other people's channels, like I don't think people actually click the links to other people. So, like, I want to make sure I do some content at night because I think that will help me get to the goals. Heading off to the gym, brother. Nice traffic with you. See you around. Hey, thank you for showing up. I had fun. I hope to see you around. Have a good time. But yeah, like, so, and the other thing about doing Sunday evenings, it'll allow me easier access to like invite some people who normally can't jump on my stream with me, like for guests and stuff. So I think that makes a lot of sense to do it that way. So right now we have a double elite quarterback. We got Lamar. We got Jaden. We got Achane. We have Mixon. We have Nico. We have Travis Hunter. This is going to be a 4 tight end build. I can feel it already. Hopefully one of those is Mark Andrews, who is going to snipe on me just out of principle because that's how he is. He'll be upset that I still had Jaden Daniels. I'm fine. I don't really need him stacked. It's Lamar and Jaden. I don't need him stacked. So, in total points, I like Devon Achane to me should be a first. Like, I think he should be closer to a first-round pick in this contest than a early second. I think I like him more than some of the elite wide receivers for myself. So I don't know where you guys stand with that, but in full PPR, I think Achane should get a massive bump. And we will take this massive fall on David Montgomery. This team is absolutely unique. Doing an Amon Achane, that would make sense. Like, I think, me personally, like, wherever you have CMC, I think you can argue that Achane is very similar to him. I'm probably still going to take CMC first, but I think it's arguable that you could have Achane ahead of him. Nice. I would love. I'm definitely going to have to attack wide receiver with volume in this for sure. We could just take Patrick Mahomes. We are going to go ahead and we're going to take Brian Robinson there. If we're going to go gritty, we're going to go gritty. We're going to take the elite wide receiver. We're going to have 2 wide receivers through 10 rounds, or 9 rounds. We're doing the full gritty. I don't. Yeah, we're having fun. It's a $3 draft. We're having fun. This is like, how many Devon Achane teams are going to have Joe Mixon, David Montgomery, and Brian Robinson on it, right? Like who's doing that? And then that same player taking. Don't give away my secrets. Don't give away my secrets, guy. I'm probably going to go like 11 wide receivers on this build. We are having fun. That is what we're going to do. I'm probably going to take I might just take Scadaboo with my next pick, or with one of my next 2 picks and just call it good at running back. And then just smash wide receiver and tight end the rest of the draft. I mean, it sounds like a lot of fun, doesn't it? I'm having fun. Maybe nobody else in this draft is having fun, but I'm having fun with this draft. I think I could be done at running back, right? Like I'm close to being done. I don't think in total points you can build as thin at running back as you can in playoff structure. Because you do, like, we're playing to win the $25,000. I mean, I know I say that with Lamar and Jaden Daniels, but I'm still going to try to build the best structure I can. I feel like only having Montgomery, Mixon in that 1 week, it is bad. So I think I definitely need another running back. It doesn't have to be anything special. Like Scadaboo would be awesome because he's by week 14. And he should have if I'm right, his role will definitely be there by then. We'll take Andrews. And if Bateman comes back around, we will take him. And if not, we will take Scadaboo and be done. So, I could do this and just shut off running back and quarterback, right? So, if it wasn't total points, I would probably be done. Like, if it was an underdog team and I had Lamar, Jaden, Devon Achane, Mixon, Montgomery, Brian Robinson, I would be done at running back. I would be done at quarterback. And this, I'm still done at quarterback, but I probably want one more running back. And I'm perfectly fine with either one of these. Bateman's probably the better pick for my team overall. But I will absolutely take Scadaboo if he is available. And this is a nice little fall on Evan Ingram, though. So we get Bateman, wide receiver 3 Bateman, round 10. Oh, yeah, my neighbor is drunk. Jaden Blue, Caleb Williams. Kahisa 2. Or Kahes 2. A.J. Brown, round 1. Jonathan Taylor, Terry McLaurin. You know what you need with Terry McLaurin? It's not Jaden Daniels. It's Kenneth Walker. I picked 38. And then continue to not stack. Take Joe Burrow, R.J. Harvey, Tony Pollard, Michael Pittman, Caleb Williams, around ADP, and then Jaden Blue. Gotta love it. Yeah, no, he really did. Yeah, he did stack Pittman with JT, but what are the odds that he intentionally stacked Pittman with JT? Walker is good. I like it. Yeah, well, good. I would like it too if I was getting all the value coming back to me. So I don't know if you've noticed, but Tet McMillan goes on the left side of the board most of the time in this. 30. That's a reasonable number. And they haven't done a drafters contest yet. So maybe they're new to the contest. Maybe they don't know what the structure is. Maybe they're completely new to Bestball and they've heard things and they're like, I hear stacking's good, but they don't understand that it's quarterback stacking with team stacking's good, but quarterback stacking is better, right? So now I have to attack wide receiver in this range where there's no wide receivers. Feels really bad. So what we're going to do is we're going to take Bayshaw Tootin. That's what we're going to do. We're going to be done at running back. Take an absolute, like, we're solid. We don't need Tootin to be anything until like week 12. So Tootin absolutely makes sense on this team. I would love to get Tillman back, or honestly, any of these three, perfectly fine. This is a Demario Douglas-ass team, if I've ever seen one. This team is going to look a lot better when I have Wan'Dale Robinson, Demario Douglas, and I don't know who else, but let's look down the list. Romeo Doubs, Josh Palmer. Going to look way better whenever I have two of those players on my team. Man, look at this. Zero taking my quarterback stack. How dare you? I have Baseball Tootin and Travis Hunter. We're going to take Hollywood Brown here. Who? You talking about the the 11 hole there? What are they? I mean, they're reaching over and over again, but like they're not reaching. Other than Jaden Blue, they're not reaching multiple rounds. They're just reaching to like the middle of the next round on every pick. And like, just stack Travis Hunter with Eric Armstead. He'll be playing corner. Yeah, but yeah, Travis Hunter's a bad pick because he has to tackle Jonathan Taylor. Travis Hunter, with what I was doing, Travis Hunter actually made a ton of sense because like I'm looking for a gigantic upside swing. He is very fast. He's also very fast to fumble the ball, just like Baseball Tootin. And it'd be pretty fantastic to get two of these players. If I can get two of these 5 players back, I'm going to like how this team ends up looking. Getting Andrews helps me solidify like some certainty at tight end as well. And yeah, if I could land a couple wide receivers here, I'll feel really good about this team. Travis Hunter feels like an idealistic kid once he realizes he can make 3 times the money focusing on wide receiver. I think, but he could make even more than that if he plays both. Like, I bet if Travis Hunter is successful at both, I think Travis Hunter will be paid as much as the quarterbacks are paid. And like a top 10 quarterback. Like if he is a top 20 corner and a top 15 wide receiver, like I think that he would be paid $40 million a year or something. Like, because not only would he be a very good player at both, but he also saves you a roster spot. Like having that player saves you a roster spot. And that like there's no other way to save, like to give yourself a deeper roster than to have a player like that. And that's a value that the GMs are absolutely, like GMs will absolutely love that for sure. But he has to be good at both. Like if he's kind of bad at one of them, but great, like top 5 at another, like I don't think he gets paid as much as if he's like top 15 in both, right? So if he's top 20, top 15, or let's say he's like the 8th best receiver in the league and like the 18th best corner, I think that would be enough for him to have a gigantic, like a major, major deal. Let's peek over here. Yep, we'll take Adam Thielen. That's fair, but the wear and tear on his body isn't incredible if a team invested $50 million into him. I don't think so. I mean, they're not going to pay him. Like if a skill position player or a corner gets paid that much money, they're going to run that player into the ground. Because especially the thing is if he got that much money, I don't think it's going to be. I think his options would be a long-term deal for a lot less money, or like a $40 million a year deal for like a 2-year deal because of the injury stuff. So like it would be like the same amount of money, but he would be betting on this. Like that's what that's kind of what I'm saying. Like a 2-year deal, kind of thing. Travis Hunter's 2 interception returns for touchdown week 17 going to hit like crack. So I still haven't found out for sure if on Underdog if it counts or not, or like I think they've said it doesn't. And if you look at the rules, at least on Underdog, and I'm not sure here, but it says receiving touchdowns, fumble recovery touchdowns, and so but it doesn't list like defensive touchdowns. So like special teams touchdowns count. But I'm not positive. I could be wrong on that. That is for sure. I think we've got enough wide receiver now that we can at least tack our tight end too. Finally off work. We doing another mini after this. I wasn't planning on it. No cap. I could probably be persuaded, but I am kind of tired. I'm not really planning on it, to be honest. I was only planning on doing 2, and this is the 3rd one. Yeah, I don't do as much drafters. I'm going to start trying to mix drafters tournaments in a little bit more. Hey, I enjoy drafting with everybody. Like, I'm glad to see you in my chats. I always enjoyed chatting with you through the through everybody else's chats. We'll take Mike Gesicki. Like, I actually have Mike Gesicki rated a little ahead of Zach Ertz. Yeah, I don't get the stack, but it's not really that big of a deal. Brock can't snipe me on Luke McCaffrey. That's the one thing I know. Like, Luke McCaffrey is mine at pick 232. If you want Luke McCaffrey, you got to take him at 230 or at 224 guy. Hey, yeah, I have takes. We'll see if they're good. You're right. I have takes. And I don't always build like a buffoon, but sometimes I do. Sometimes I decide to go Lamar Jackson, Jaden Daniels the second time in like 500-ish drafts. So, but I did it. And I honestly don't think the team's that bad right now. Like, it could definitely be better. But I think I'm building out of it. What do you guys think? Do you guys think I'm building out of it right now? We got Lamar Jackson, Jaden Daniels, Achane, Mixon, Demont, Brian Robinson, Bashaw Tootin. Wide receivers, Nico, Travis Hunter, Bateman, Hollywood Brown, Pat Bryant, Adam Thielen, Diami Brown, Mark Andrews, Mike Gesicki. Probably we got 4 more picks. I think I need 1 more tight end. Probably 1 tight end, 3 receivers. Possibly, I think that like the wide receivers, Oh yeah, yeah. Whenever I took the fifth running back, I went over that earlier. Like, I think stopping at 5 running backs, it was the way I had to do it. Like to put a little more capital in the fifth running back, and then make sure I stop there to give myself the darts. Ravens wide receiver 2 is your wide receiver 3, and Chiefs wide receiver 3 is. You act like Rashad Bateman's not the wide receiver 1. We got a. Is it just me, or does anybody else find it funny when you see the name Darren Waller and then the 3 letters MIA directly under him? Like, does that give you flashbacks, like Vietnam style flashbacks or something, or does it like make you laugh? Because I had like 8% Darren Waller last year in Big Board. Like, I didn't have enough to make it feel gross, but Darren Waller MIA is just like that is pure comedy. Absolute pure comedy right there. It makes me laugh and feel bullish for drafting Waller again. Yeah, he was definitely missing in action. I had a couple of my big board teams advance, and I looked through them, right, and it's like, oh god, that's another Darren Waller team. Oh no. What was I thinking? Jonnu bit the hand that fed. Yeah, so like this team absolutely sucks if Travis Hunter doesn't play a lot of wide receiver. Like, but if Travis Hunter is a really good pick, this team is very competitive. I'm surprised he hasn't changed his name to Lil Waller. Lil Waller. That's a pretty hilarious name. Lil Waller. Yeah, I realized there was a chance he was actually going to retire, and I slowed down before it was too late last year. Yeah, I don't – does he have a – what is his rap name? I know that he's rapped a little. I've not been interested enough to listen to it, which I like a little bit of rap, but I'm not interested in like watching the NFL players rap. It's okay. I stacked Waller with dimes on my teams. I think he realized that wasn't going to pay the bills and called the Dolphins quick. It just goes by his name. Okay. He's Darren Waller. He doesn't need a rap name. He is Darren Waller. A guy I worked with, actually, I never really listened to his stuff, but he got popular enough that he got like played on a couple radio stations and stuff. Like everybody said he was reasonably good, but he was always like selling his CDs out of the trunk of his car, you know. It like I appreciate the hustle. Like I actually bought one from him and never listened just because I didn't feel like listening to it. But I was like, yeah, I'll support you. And I went ahead and bought one, but I never made it around to listening to it. This was like 15 years ago. So, I mean, we have Pat Bryant. We're good. We came back at wide receiver the second we took Pat Bryant and Adam Thielen. Like, I think that this team, I really do think I came back. Like, and I don't think I necessarily need a 10th receiver. I think the extra tight end may be better. Unless I want to do this. We're taking Devontae Walker's boys. What's up? Hey, Al Boogie. You missed it. I'm here. I'm having a good time. Look at my quarterbacks. We did the thing. We're trying to build out of it. Oh, shit. The man went off the rails. He took. So, I don't think I really even need the Jalen Lane, honestly. Oh boy, let me look. We are on the last pick. I'll be going over the team here very shortly. We went gritty style today, sort of. We improvised the grid. Like, we stopped at the reasonable amount of running backs, but we did the gritty thing. So, building bangers. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take Ray here. All right, so we got a 2, 5, 10, 3. We got Lamar Jackson, Jaden Daniels, Achane, Joe Mixon, David Montgomery fell to 81, Brian Robinson for a mini stack. Not the best stack, but it is a stack. And then Bashaw Tootin to finish out the running back room. Wide receivers, Hero, Nico Collins. Please God, play wide receiver, Travis Hunter. Rashad Bateman, Hollywood Brown, Pat Bryant, Adam Thielen, Diami Brown, Darius Slayton, Devontae Walker, Ray McLeod. Tight ends, Mark Andrews, Gesicki, and Darren M.I.A. Waller. Love drafters. And now we will go over the 11 holes team. We got a 3-7-7-3. Their first draft, maybe their first best ball draft of all time. Shout out Cahes 2. Joe Burrow, unstacked 59. Caleb Williams, unstacked 107. Anthony Richardson, 206. Stacked up with Jonathan Taylor, Kenneth Walker, RJ Harvey, Tony Pollard, Jaden Blue at 110. Isaac Garendo, Kyle Monungai. Wide receivers, A.J. Brown, Terry McLaurin, Michael Pittman, 86. Yoshi Voss, wide receiver for Yoshi Voss at 155. Roman Wilson, 182. Alec Iomanner, 203. Noah Brown, 230. Dalton Kincaid, Isaiah Likely, Chika Okonkwo. Y'all better quit. We're all cooked. We are all cooked. Go over Zero's team, 3-7-7-3. Justin Herbert, Trevor Lawrence, Aaron Rodgers, RBs, Quinshawn, Aaron Jones, Najee Harris, Rico Dowdle, DJ Giddens, Emmanuel Wilson, Kenneth Gainwell. I have not seen him picked yet this season. I like that as a low-owned option. Amon, Brian Thomas, Mike Evans, Juwan, Chris Olave, Trey Harris, and Wandale. Yep. Kittle, Jonnu, Conklin. Jonnu, 156. That feels about where Jonnu should be going. Yeah, I really like that. And then Hartman, the Stooge. Hey, thanks for showing up, sir. I appreciate it. We got a 3-6-8-3. Jordan Love, Michael Penix, Geno Smith, running backs. CMC, Ashton Genty, Breece Hall, Alvin Kamara, Marshawn Lloyd, Trevor Etienne. I probably wouldn't have added Trevor on, but that's an insane running back room. Ted McMillan, Rome, Jaden Reed, Darnell Mooney, Keon Coleman, Keenan Allen, Jalen Coker, Dontavian Wicks. David Njoku, Kyle Pitts, and Mason Taylor. Very solid. I probably just tack on a random wide receiver instead of ETN, but it's a round 20 pick. As long as you get points from it, it doesn't matter. If anybody else wants a shout out, let me know. Oh, Brat is also in here. Jalen Hurts, JJ McCarthy, Josh Jacobs, Chuba, Rashad White, Jalen Wright, Will Shipley, Dylan Sampson, Puka, Drake, Jordan Addison, Matthew Golden, Rashid Shaheed. I love that start at wide. That's like my favorite type of wide receiver room right there. And then Quentin Johnston, Calvin Austin, MVS, Luke McCaffrey. He did it. He did it after I didn't take him. That's hilarious. He sniped me after I had no more picks left. That's awesome. TJ Hawkinson, Tucker Kraft, and Zach Ertz. I love the after I didn't take him, Luke McCaffrey snipe. That's some funny stuff. So what do you all think? Do you think I came back? Do you think I built a solid team with double elite quarterback? I think this is a Twitter post. I think we're going to ask Twitter how cooked this team is. I think I came back reasonably well. It's not something I would normally do. It was fun to try. If you're going to do a ton of these, I would recommend doing it once or twice. Like I will refrain from twice. I will say once. And obviously you can't do it with Josh Allen and Lamar. So there we go. That is that. Tomorrow I will be back. We will be back at 4 p.m. Central. We will be on with Chad Candles. And we'll be doing a BBM. And I will see all of you all tomorrow. Thanks for showing up. Peace.